You know, they say drinking smart water is going to make you smart. I have no idea if it's going to work or not, so I'm just going to test it out on myself, right? Awesome. What's up? Mr. Vick here, back with you again. Hope you're doing awesome today, my friend. As always, as I like to say, life is incredible, isn't it? I was just looking back over the comments on the last post that I did on my blog here, and when I threw out the challenge for you guys, who are following my stuff here on this blog and coming back to visit again. Which, by the way, thank you. As I like to say, I appreciate you. I really do. And I see so many people commenting and taking on the challenge, and I go, yeah. And I challenged everybody to not complain and live a totally complaint-free life for at least 7 days. So if you're one of those people, how is it going? It's a challenge. It's a challenge. So I'm gonna challenge you to keep on with the challenge. All right. And we're back with a $1 million idea number 7. I think it's number 7 now. We're cranking over here, so it's dark. I'm still at the office here. Just got off the the training call. I did a training webinar for some people that I work with. It's very late here. It's 10:30 p.m. and I wanted to record this video for you. Put it out there because WW Wisdom Wednesday, right? And I've got a very, very, very cool idea, strategy that I wanted to share with you right now in this episode. So this is our $1 million idea number 7, and as always, I appreciate your feedback, right? So if this stuff resonates with you, let me know, because you guys, I'm doing this because of you. I mean, I don't want to do it just to do it. I want to do it to hopefully help you, to hopefully, share some ideas with you that can take your business where it's at right now to another level, and then another level, and then another level, right? And then ultimately for you to get what you want out of your business, out of your life, because you can. Listen, doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter what you're going through in life right now. It doesn't matter, if you failed 315 times before in the past. It doesn't matter. If you cannot see your 10 steps ahead of what what you're going to do over the next 7 days or 30 days, or how you're going to survive in the next 6 months, or none of that stuff matters. What matters is that you have a vision for where you want to go. Okay, the rest of this stuff, if you just apply some principles that work for other people, if you model other successful people, if you learn the fundamentals in business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a marketer, right, there is not a lot that you need to learn. You need to learn some fundamentals. And so over the last 9 years, I learned quite a bit of stuff when it comes to business, quite a bit of made a lot of mistakes, tons of mistakes, but none of those mistakes stopped me, and I just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept coming back, and the ride has been phenomenal. It's been it's been incredible, and I'm here to share some ideas with you. So with $1 million idea number 7 here, my friend, this is one of those, it's not perceived value of $1 million or anything. This can literally be worth millions of dollars for you in your business if you apply it. And I just call it the reverse psychology method. The reverse psychology method. The reverse psychology method. What the heck is that, right? And how do you apply it in your business? I learned this when I launched a product. Not a product. When I launched a marketing marketing campaign that was promoting a product that I did not even own. It was an affiliate product. I was just an affiliate for that product, but I created a marketing campaign around that. This was back, I think, I don't even remember, 6 years ago. 7 years ago, 6-7 years ago is when I learned this, and that really clicked for me. I'm like, that gave me that aha moment, And so I was promoting this product. It was very, very, very competitive. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, probably thousands of people were promoting that product. Heavy hitters were promoting the product. But the way I launched that campaign was using totally using reverse psychology method, which is something I want to talk to you about in this particular segment. And because of that, I was constantly just came out of nowhere and constantly was in the top 3 affiliates for that product, and was playing with people who were way more successful than I was at that time, but I was still able to make tons and tons and tons of money promoting somebody else's product simply by applying this particular strategy. I just call it the reverse psychology strategy. So before I explain that to you, let me ask you this. What do you think is the single biggest emotion that leads to success? Have you ever thought about that? What's the single biggest emotion, right, that leads to success? What is it? Well, here it is. It's hunger. Okay? Les Brown says you gotta be hungry, man, right? You got to be hungry for success. If you're not hungry for success, you're not going to succeed. But if you have that hunger, right, it's the single biggest emotion that leads to success. Now, check this out. We understand that, right? People when we go into survival mode, right? I mean, when people are like in the survival mode, I mean, or they're physically hungry or they're emotionally hungry for something, right? I mean, we just go and people get desperate and people are like, man, I'm hungry. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do. But here's the problem though. In marketing, right? In marketing, people go into something called desperation mode. Okay, when they're hungry, they go into a desperation mode, and because they operate from that hunger mentality in their business. Okay, what happens is they operate out of a frame of mind that is not that's not helping them. Okay, that's a frame of mind of, I am hungry, I'm just gonna go, and this is just for my benefit, this is for me, and so what you're doing is you're projecting this aura around yourself, around your business, that signals desperation. Okay. And that's the last thing you want to do in business, my friend, okay? You've got to be hungry for success, but that hunger has to be invisible, okay? That hunger has to be invisible inside of you, okay? How you project your business, how you create your marketing campaigns, okay? That's big secret. The ultra successful in the industry, okay? The ultra successful, they operate from a totally different frame of mind. Okay, like when I create a campaign, when I create emails, when I shoot videos, when I'm selling something or whatever, right? I don't operate from a frame of mind that, I'm hungry for success. I'm going to do this, and that's wrong. And see, unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it, right? This is how majority of marketers operate their business, is out of that hungry frame of mind, right? Out of that desperation frame of mind. So what's the solution? Vic, what's the solution? Well, the solution is, the ultra successful, they apply a reverse psychology method. Okay, so what is reverse psychology method? Man, get your notes. 4 steps or 4 key areas you need to understand, or 4 parts to it. Okay, 4 things that you need to really know and understand when it comes to reverse psychology. Okay, thing number 1 is this: is you've got to, if a lot of people view business as something very serious, right? Something very, something that they're emotionally attached to, something that, something that's just like huge and giant and something you got to take seriously. Change that up. Okay, that stuff is gonna mess you up, man. Again, I'm just talking about stuff from my perspective. I might be wrong, I might be right, but this stuff works for me incredibly well. Okay, I don't want to go into and brag about the stuff that I was able to accomplish. That's not what I'm here for. But I'm telling you, I was able to, when I understood some of these principles that I'm sharing with you, and I'm sharing this stuff with you from my experience. Okay, none of this stuff is theory. It's been tested, proven, confirmed, bona fide, verified. All right, this stuff absolutely, it took my business from being just a startup, from idea to just, working out of that, out of that desperation frame of mind, right? And when I started to implement one strategy after another, some stuff that I'm sharing with you over here, right? My business income, it was tripling, quadrupling year after year after year after year after year. I'm a big believer that one single idea, right? One single idea can make you a millionaire. One single idea can take your business from where it's at to 10 times higher, okay? One idea can triple, quadruple, and one idea can 10x your business. One good idea, okay? So back to our topic for today. So 4 steps, okay, to crafting or to kind of mastering the reverse psychology method. Number 1 is view your business as a game, okay? View the business as a game. Don't look at the business as something that's serious, okay? Business as a game. Very, very important, okay? So when you view your business as a game, there's a couple things that we need to talk about here, okay? The next thing that that naturally we need to understand is, like in any game, there are rules, okay? Very basic, very simple to understand, nothing complicated here. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? Every game has a rule or rules, okay? Business, there are rules in business. If you're a marketer, if you're an entrepreneur, network marketer, if you're into MLM, if you're an affiliate marketer, if you're promoting your own stuff, there are certain rules that you need to understand in business, okay? Now, so know the rules, okay? And let me tell you some of the rules, okay? If you want to be successful in business, you've got to promote products that are very, very competitive, okay? You've got to promote products that have a lot of competition, because chances are they're probably converting well, okay? That's one of the rules. Second rule is you've got to be building your list, okay? If you're not building your list in business, you're pretty much screwed, all right? Thing number 3 is, you need to understand some stuff. So, you need to know there's 3 or 4 basic rules when it comes to business, okay? You've got to master the stuff that we talked about. You've got to master your marketing, conversions, all that stuff, right? Thing number 3 is you need to master what I call the 20% that produces or generates 80% of the result, okay? See, we all heard the 80-20 principle, okay? That stuff applies to pretty much every area of our lives. So if 80% in business is psychology and mindset, which is true, at least 80%, then what are the 20%? Well, the 20% is, if you're a marketer, it's going to be traffic and conversions. Period. End of the story. Okay? Traffic, conversions, period. End of the story. That's your 20%. And so if you think about it, you really only need to master, really master the 20%. Okay? I'm going to trust that, you're the person, if you're an entrepreneur, you're into personal development, you're into growth, right? And hold on a sec here, I got people calling me here on Skype as I'm recording the video, so I'm not even going to edit this out because we're just having a conversation here with you, right? So 20% is your actual business, the mechanics, okay? Traffic, conversions. 80% is your psychology, okay? You've got to work on yourself. Your business is a reflection of you, okay? So we talked about that previously. If you haven't watched my previous episodes, go back and watch them. It's on my blog. There's quite a bit of videos that I've made so far already, okay? And rule number 4, or component number 4 in this reverse psychology method, is complete and absolute 100% detachment from an outcome. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. So typically what happens, typical marketers, people who, and when I say typical, you don't want to be typical, by the way, okay? And I believe that if you're watching my stuff, if you're following, my trainings, and if you attend my trainings, or at least watch these videos, you're not typical, right? And I challenge you to not be typical. Why? Because typical people get typical results, which is almost nothing. Okay, you don't want to be typical, my friend. You are not typical. You are extraordinary. Okay, and so maybe you need to learn some things to have your results show that, but you as a person, you are extraordinary. If you're here, you're watching this, okay, you're not typical. So typical marketers, typical people, okay, what they do is when they set up a campaign, they are 100% attached to the outcome of that campaign. So they think, well, if I invested $50 into this campaign, whatever happens at the end of that, or whatever comes out the other end, right, of that campaign, they're emotionally attached. They're like physically attached to it. Their entire being is like they're dependent on that campaign, and so that's a very, very bad spot. Okay, when you are emotionally attached to your outcome, let's say if you're promoting an opportunity, right? When you're talking to people and you get a no, and all of a sudden that no brings your psyche or your emotions, brings your attitude a little bit down, right? And then you have another no, and it's another level down, and then another no, it's a step another step down, and then by the time you come home, let's say if you're out in the field and you work 100% commissions, right? And you're door-to-door salesman or sales lady, and you have like 10 no's and nobody bought anything today, then you come home and you're like emotionally drained, right? Because you were attached to the outcome. And then you come home and then, that attitude is being transferred over to your family and kids and wife and husband and your loved ones, and all of a sudden you bring that bad energy home, and it's just a vicious cycle of doom, right? It's a downward spiral. You don't want to do that. Here is the tip I'm going to give you, my friend, that allowed me to I was blown away by this. Okay, I was blown away by how awesome and how effective this method works every single time when you do it, and when you do it right. Okay, here's what I'm going to challenge you to test. Okay, the next time you put up a campaign, number one, make sure that whatever you're selling is actually really, really good and something you believe in. Okay, you've got to believe in what you're doing. Okay, if you don't believe in what you're doing, get into something that you believe in. Okay, number two is when you are selling something you believe in, and you're mastering traffic generation, you're mastering conversion strategies, you are a student in those two areas, right? And you know what, you just made a decision. You'll be like, you know what, I'm just going to master no matter what. I am going to resolve to mastery in those two areas. Okay, and you know that no matter what happens, you will be the best when it comes to traffic generation and conversions in your particular genre, right? Now, what happens is when you run your campaigns, you're completely detached from the outcome. Whatever happens when you talk to people, when they buy, they don't buy, or when you write your email campaigns, when you write your when you do your videos, when you shoot a video, emotionally, and this has got to be genuine. You cannot fool yourself here, my friend. Okay, we're getting into an area here to where you really have to do it genuinely, because if you're not going to be genuine about this, it's going to come across. So when you shoot a video, right, you be like, you know what, this is going to be I'm going to be totally detached from the outcome, and I truly, honestly don't care if somebody buys my stuff or not. I'm just going to have fun, record this video, I'm just going to be myself, I'm just gonna go at it, and I'm just gonna talk from the heart and give it everything I've got, but I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna treat it like a game. When you play a basketball game, the team that is desperate, the team that is attached to the outcome, they're typically gonna lose. Okay, the team that has the team that has the most fun during the game, the team that just they're just so in the zone, so in the game, they're just playing with their entire being, right? But they're not attached to the outcome. That team usually wins. Right? In business, very, very similar stuff happens. So if you want to win in business, if you want your campaigns to perform, if you want your campaigns to crush it, when you record your videos, when you create your sales letters, when you are presenting on those live webinars, you know what? You be totally, genuinely detached from the outcome. Okay? So when you're detached from the outcome, you just have fun, you just speak from the heart. Forget about scripting your stuff. I never, ever script my stuff. I know some people that do, but I believe people who script their stuff, I don't know. I think that they're yeah, I don't know, man. I better not go, into that direction. But just be genuine, speak from the heart, be completely detached. Try it out for yourself. When I recorded that campaign, I just recorded the video for the product that I was an affiliate for 6 or 7 years ago, right? And when I was recording that, like, I just did it on a whim. I mean, I did not even think about what I'm going to say next. I believed in the product. I was using the product myself, and I just shot, just hit record on the video camera. I just started talking in front of that camera about the product, and I just had fun, man. And honestly, what was going through my mind is, you know what? I don't care if anybody buys this or not. I'm just gonna record this and give it a shot anyway. And it was like Sunday afternoon. I put that video up. It was not professional by any means. It was just me having fun, being myself, speaking to the camera like I'm speaking to the best friend of mine. And the attitude and my frame of mind was, you know what? I truly, honestly don't care if people buy that stuff or not. Miracle happened. People started to buy that thing like there was no tomorrow. I mean, my conversion rates were some of the highest amongst affiliates, and there was nothing different other than the video that I shot. It was total reverse psychology, not only on the prospect but on myself as well. And ever since that experience, every single product that I launch, any promotion that I do, I have zero attachment to the outcome. Whatever happens, I genuinely don't care. I care about people, but I don't care about the outcome of my campaign, right? I'm just gonna do what I do best. I master traffic generation, I master conversions, and when I put up my campaigns, I just speak from here. I just run my business and just treat it and see it as a game for myself, and I just have fun. That works for me really, really well, my friends. So try it out. See if it's gonna work for you. I think it will work wonders for you if you give it a shot. Let me know what if this stuff is making sense, if you can resonate with this message. I didn't know if this would resonate with you, or if you think that Vick is getting a little edgy here. You know what I mean? But hopefully it does. Hey, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this stuff. Hit like, share. If you found this to be valuable, share it with your friends. Facebook, Twitter. What is that? What is that other site? I'm drawing blank here, but MySpace, if it's still around, I don't know. YouTube, I don't know. Talk to your friend. Take this idea and share it with your followers. Test this idea for yourself. Put it to work. See if it's gonna help you. If it does, share it with others. Spread the word around. And no matter what you do, remember, you are extraordinary, my friend. I'll see you in the next video. For now, be blessed. Stay awesome. Don't do anything stupid or crazy. And I'll see you next time. Bye.